live. See the entrance right there. We parked. We parked. So we're gonna commit to try to. I know I said last week when I came on live last week that I was gonna come back this week and try to walk this big park. You see the other side of the lake, pretty big. And but first, before we get started with the live, we're gonna stop. First, thank God for another day of life, another day of strength, another day of the ups and downs, the highs and lows, the hills, the valleys, the mountains. I want to thank God for it all. And before we get started, we're gonna pause for a second and have a moment of silence for all our members, service members, people in my family, people that have served the country, people that have been lost serving the country. We're gonna have a moment of silence for them. All right. So happy Memorial Day to you. What's on the barbecue? Yesterday was a great service. I said that last night. If you get a video from last night, make sure you check it out. And also, if you're a believer and you believe, make sure you and you want to share testimony on Testimony Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, I come on live and I share the goodness of God and how God. I know I'm not the only person that God has been good to. So we share that. So if you want to share your testimony, you're welcome to email me at testimonytuesdays@gmail.com. It's testimonytuesdays@gmail.com, and we'll be sharing those out. So, Memorial Day, I had a couple stories of being a military kid, traveling on different places. But I remember going on base, and I remember the food and the grocery. That's kind of what stands out a little bit. Remember my father coming to my baseball game in my uniform, and his uniform, I mean, and me doing well in the game, in the baseball game. So, okay. Where am I? Oh, I'm walking. I'm walking to see the park. It's a big park, and I promised that I will come back and walk this park because people say, "Oh, it's so big, you really can't walk it." So I can. That depends on you decide once you get started what you want to do. But it's huge. You can see I started back there, my way back there. And I'm gonna try to be live for most of it, so you can join me. But they always say you should get at least 150 minutes walking a week, if it's possible. 150 minutes in a week, if it's possible. At least try, commit to it. If you commit to it, and you make it part of your life. Part of the things you do, then you can do it. It's like getting up, eating breakfast every morning. Make part of your routine of going to work, going to school. Like make it part of your daily routine, and it can be done. You just gotta decide what's something you want to do. I bought a little water. I ain't bring a lot. I bought a little water just in case that you gotta sip. You can't drink. You can't guzzle. You can't guzzle. You gotta sip. And you gotta about like this lake is full of gators. It's full of gators. See the big sign right there? I don't know if you see it right now. But see the sign? See this big sign right there says gators. Gators, beware of the gators. So don't get too close to the water. But one day I was out here. I seen a guy sitting right by the lake. I'm like, that wouldn't be a wise decision for me to make. I don't know if I would do that. But each his own. Well, yesterday I was talking about. Last night I was talking about. I want to share that with you all too. About a story I heard from the minister about him being at a park, right? Him being at a park, and it was a father and a daughter, and the dad said he put his daughter up on a rock, and he told her to jump. He said, "Jump, I'll catch you." He said, "Jump, I'll catch you," right? Jump, I'll catch you. And she jumped, and the dad caught her, and she was happy, and the dad was happy. But hey, welcome to the live, And the thing about it, the point of the story is, sometimes we, as believers, need to have childlike faith, and need to sometimes not lean onto our own understanding, but trust God that if we jump and we fall, we're not gonna fall. But if we jump, He will catch us. He will extend His hand. If you say, "Father, help me," He's gonna extend His arm and pull you up and pull you out and make sure you're safe. So, great message. Oh, let's see if I can get it right there. Oh, that's an iguana. It's a huge iguana. Look at that iguana right. You can't see it. It's a huge iguana, man. That's some good meat, they say. I know I said that yesterday. That's some good. I hear. I don't know for a fact, but I hear it's some good meat. One day we're gonna try. We're gonna do that on the live. Have some fried or some sauteed iguana. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Good morning. Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, put a thumbs up in the chat that you can hear me. I'd appreciate that, because last time I was walking here, walking for like 30 minutes, turned back around, and the volume, trying to find out the volume wasn't working. So if you can hear me, put a thumbs up or something like that. Let me know that you can hear me. Brisket sounds good. Appreciate that. Brisket sounds really good. I'm actually thinking about some potato salad, some chicken, barbecue chicken, and that's pretty much gonna be it. I would like to do some ground beef with some baked beans with a little barbecue sauce on it. But I don't think I want to do all that. I think I'm gonna do something light, something small, and get ready for tomorrow, for the work day tomorrow. Thankfully I'm off, and with the opportunity I have now, this opportunity is not. Well, anyway, I'm gonna say all that, but yeah, with the opportunity I have now, you can either get paid for the holiday, or you can bank it and use it for a vacation day. So I choose to kind of bank mine, because I'm planning on doing something for my birthday coming up in October, and I need all the days I can have. How you doing? I need all the days I can have to do that. So, but we're not even close to halfway around this thing, folks. But we're making good time. It's making good time, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 9:30. Making good time. I said that it might take me about 2 hours, maybe. How y'all doing? It might take about 2 hours, maybe. 2 hours, an hour and a half. Depends on your speed. We don't have no we don't have the weakest link with us today, so we can move a little faster. You know, we ain't got to worry about nobody saying they tired or they hungry. So, so we can press on and walk without without having to sit down at the bench or getting overheated. I'm just having fun. It's all in love, just having fun. But see, so if you look right there across, so now we're across it. If you look across, you can see where I parked at. And so we like, I ain't gonna say halfway, but we're gonna be on the other side of the water, I would say. So, and I've been walking 10 minutes, so that's not bad. 10 minutes on the other side. We still got a long way to go. Still trying to get there. Eastbound and down. That's an old movie. Burt Reynolds. Reed, Mr. Reed. I don't know his name. I think it's Jack or Jake. Well, anyway, Reed. Smokey and the Bandit. And I never would have thought, after seeing that movie growing up, I never would have thought, because riding on the highway, whether it was my mom or with my dad, whether it was both, we would look at the cars, look at the trucks, and count the wheels on the 18-wheelers. And I would never think that I had an opportunity to do that, after seeing that movie, Smokey and the Bandit. And, you gotta love the villain in that movie, the bandit, get away from the police. But great movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Check it out. Eastbound and down. We're gonna do what they say can be done. We got a long way to go. That's putting my fun me saying all that. Is how the song said we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound. Watch your bandit run. So we're gonna press on and keep pressing. So the best way you can start out your week. How you doing? The best way you can start out your week. Your week starts on Sunday. Best way you can start out your week is or your days. I ain't gonna say weeks. I'm saying your days. Is to give God some time in the beginning and the start of your day. And I always say, if you woke up upset or angry or bitter behind something that happened yesterday or days before, a week, years, months, whatever, you woke up upset behind that, you probably should go back to sleep and wake up again and slow down and say, well, I thank you, Lord, for whatever I'm going through, whatever happened. I thank God. I thank you, Lord, anyway. Hallelujah, anyhow. Because bitterness, that's in my eye. Bitterness and being upset behind something that people don't give a damn about. You being upset behind something. People living their life. People can care less about you being upset about something that happened a month or a day. Y'all may have gotten an argument about something. People don't care. People gonna live their life. So best thing you can do for anyone, especially for yourself, is to apologize if you need to. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I like the Charlamagne the God. I like his. I know he's speaking of that, but the podcast, Back Effect Network. I like the hat he has. I haven't ordered one yet, but I like the concept of the network. So yeah, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me stop for a second. Let me look at something real quick. Okay. All right. 27 minutes. So yeah. But yeah, he's doing his thing with the books. He's writing books. And get other people to write books, and that's how you create change. That people are going onto his podcast, using his platform, using his job to impact and do other things as well. So that's how you do it. You gotta salute that. You gotta appreciate that. Because what good is it? What good is it for you to gain something or have something and you're not? Now I'm not speaking about people. Of course you want to look out for your people, your family members, your friends, if you can. And the best of them, people you don't know. People you don't know, people that don't know you, and you adding value and being a blessing to them. It's easy to be a blessing to your own family because it's your family. But sometimes you try to be a blessing to them, and they don't want your blessings. Sometimes you try to be a blessing to your family, they don't want your blessing. They want your advice. They don't want your knowledge. They don't want anything. I was talking to a guy, and he owns a business, and he said his sons don't want any part of his business he got, and his business is making money. So sometimes going to college and work for someone else rather than to continue what their father has built for them. So sometimes, the door can swing open, it can swing closed, depending on how it goes. So this thing, you just try your best to impact people, period. And if your kids or your friends want to take hold to it, and that's fine if they don't. You can be a blessing to somebody. It ain't gotta necessarily be them. Just try to be a blessing, period. So yeah, we I don't know how far we are, but we kind of far. Kind of far to see the lake. People fish here. You can fish, have picnics. It's a nice little park. It's a nice little park. I don't see any fishing there right now. Just close to the wall. I see a turtle right there. A turtle right there. But I see people fishing. I don't want to get them alive, but people fishing at the lake, casting out. I'll cast out before I go by. I'm gonna walk by real quick. They cast. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. I walked by here one day, and yeah, it's a great place to. It's nice and cool if you want to chill out. Have your little a little grill, put your little grill right there because it's nice and cool. You don't want to be in the sun. And like if you want to fish, you can actually come right here and fish and get your propane tank and catch your fish, clean it, and fry it right there. Clean it, gut it, throw it in the lake. Have your little water to clean it off with. Clean your fish, get your meal and stuff, and fry right there. Have a little fish fry right there. Nice little spot. So yeah. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Sorry. Didn't mean to know anybody. I was talking, running my mouth, and I didn't see the comments. I apologize. But hey, welcome to the live. Good morning. Get your steps in. If you're at work, or if you're off work, or going to work, or not working at all, next time I get your steps in. It's like a secret club people don't know about. People walk, exercise in the morning. It's like everybody's on a positive beat, in a positive mind. Everybody's speaking to everybody. Everybody's upbeat. They're not even if you are depressed or down, you come out and get some exercise in, you're gonna feel better afterwards. So that's just my take. You can take it. You can let it help you. Or you can burn stuff out you too and throw it up in there. I don't care. I care, but it's not gonna affect my day. One way or the other. How you doing? One way or the other. All you can do. I know I said that earlier, just a few minutes ago, but I gotta say it again because it's the truth. That you can only do what you can do. How you doing? And the rest you leave in God's hands. Hey, welcome to the live. That you leave in God's hands. You worrying about what's going on in the world. Things that are beyond your control. Don't worry about things that are beyond your control. Only control what you can control. You watching the news and getting yourself upset or sad behind what's going on in the news, but you can get upset behind prices. we all feeling that. but at the same time, you have to know that things gonna be all right, regardless of what happens. Things gonna be all right. And most fun thing you can do. We experiencing a lot of people. We're losing a lot of people, young, old. Doesn't really matter. We're losing people. But the best thing you can do is when you know that we're losing people young and old. The best thing you do is try to get yourself in order. But this isn't it. This isn't it. So, and one analogy a minister said, he was sharing, and he was talking about if you live a life where you don't want to be around people. I'm gonna use people as an example. Hey, welcome to the live. If you don't want to be around certain people, then you shouldn't be around them. That's the same thing with God. If you live a life where people don't see that God is in your life, and you're not a light in the darkness of this world we live in, then why would you want to be around God once you're here? You know, if you didn't want to be around him or share his goodness and grace, his mercy while you were here, you shouldn't want to be around him once you're gone. You know, you can't. The song say, "Hey, good morning, good morning, morning." The song say, "You can't hit your neighbor with your mind. You can't hate your neighbor with your mind made on Jesus. You can't hate your neighbor with your mind set on the Lord." So how you gonna, in the world we live in, I know it's different. It's a variety of races. Racism still exists. Everything is still money, the rich, the poor, the good, the bad. We live in a world like that, but how does that affect you if you believe? How does that affect you if you believe? You should feel, or we should, I'm saying not you, we should feel invincible. We should feel empowered because we know the source. It's different if you don't have the source, you don't know where the source comes from. Like the old days, you had they had like wells and stuff where you get your water from. And if you're thirsty, you know where the source of water comes from. But you know where the well is at. But the well is not the source. The well is where you go get the water from. And so, if you know, how you doing? Good morning, morning. If you know where the source comes from the Most High, right? So if you know where the source comes from, then you know everything. How you doing? You know everything. And so that's how you should feel. You should move with a certain, like they say, swag. People got swag. You should move with a certain swag when you know who your spiritual father is. You should move with a certain confidence when you know who your spiritual father is. Because it's funny. It's funny that if you got a I remember being so well anyway, if you're a part of a certain family and your certain family got pulled and power, and you go somewhere and you say, hey, such like my aunt, I remember when my father passed, they had a big thing and the guy said, you such and such and such, and that's you? Say, yeah. And so she, things were different after that. He found out who she was. My point is, when you got certain pull, certain clout, or certain stature, then people tend to act different and move different towards you. And so the point of that is, if you know who your spiritual father is, you got all the clout and all the pull that you need. You don't need anything else. If you know who your good morning. If you know who your spiritual father is, you know who your father is, then you got all the pull, all the clout you need. You don't need anything else. You don't need anyone else. And that ain't saying that to be harsh with me. It's saying it because it's the truth. Whatever, when you lean into God, and you ask God to be your source for everything you need, regardless of what you lose, or what you think you don't have, God will provide. God will provide. So you got to know that. And I encourage you to seek God for yourself. Seek God for yourself and know that this isn't it. And no matter where you are in your life, and I love saying this because it's the truth. And what you have financially, what you have or don't have, it don't matter. It matters is, where's your faith at? Where's your faith at? And faith don't, it's easy to have faith. It's easy to have faith. It's great, it's beautiful. To have faith when things are going good and God has been good to you. Can you tell them thank you? Tell them thank you. Say, I love you, Lord. I don't know where I'm going or what's going on, but I love and appreciate you anyway. Can you say that? Some people can, some people can't. But at the same time, we have to decide. We have to decide. You know, it's hard for me. It's hard for me, and I'm being real with you. I'm being real with you. It's hard for me. I think it like I look at it like this. You know, I know I'm not where I need to be, but I know I'm not where I used to be. And every day, I try to feed my spirit with something positive instead of something negative. And one of the subscribers commented on one of the best comments I got on my channel. He said that you got two wolves inside of you, and the wolf that wins is the one you feed the most. So what are you feeding your spirit? What are you feeding your spirit? Who are you around? Who are you around? Are you around negative Nellies? Are you around negative Nellies? Are you around people that pour into you and encourage you to be positive? Because if you wanna feel bad about life, it's easy to feel bad about life. Because we all going through something. We all going through something. We all have a testimony. We all carrying a mat around. So you have to decide. You have to decide. What are you going to be? If you're going to be a testimony, you're going to share your mat with other people. And I like that analogy because, how you doing? I like that analogy because, you know, sleeping in the streets, a mat is a good thing to have. And if you get on your feet and you still have a mat, you should be willing to share it, give it away to many people that want to use it. Anytime somebody get on their feet, give it to somebody else. Share your mat. So, share your testimony. That's the alligator right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's an alligator over there. That's why I tell you don't go too close to the lake. They move quick, and if you're too close, they can get you. But yeah, you know, be willing to share your mat. Be willing to share your testimony, and be encouraged. Be encouraged. You know, be encouraged because it's all a game. And I like chess. I like chess. I like checkers. I like spades. We don't play too much Tunk no more. Tunk is kind of like a game you play when in school. In school, after school, you know, when we got older, a little older, we was in the streets and stuff, you know. But anyway, you know, and that's another thing too. You can go out and think you're trying to selling stuff. 'Cause I used to sell drugs. I ain't ashamed to say that. I used to sell drugs, right? And you think you're doing something, making some money. To a lot of times when you're doing that, you don't think about investing, and some people do invest, but I didn't invest in and investing and doing this and doing that. You know, you think about the nice cars, the people, and one thing I say, you end up getting locked up. That's what I was gonna say. You end up getting locked up behind pennies. The time they're gonna get you behind trying to do something in the streets, it's like a fast food job. You better off getting a fast food job than to get out here trying to sell dope, sell drugs, and then spend years of your life in prison behind pennies, behind the job you got at Checkers, job that you hate. But success doesn't happen overnight. Success doesn't happen overnight. Nothing happens overnight. You got to be willing to show up. Be willing to show up and show out and put God as your foundation and let God lead you. That's the best thing I can say to you is to people that are listening. That because you know we all most of us, a lot of us, some people that are successful. I look at people that are successful, regardless of what they say about their parents. They have to say they couldn't get there if it hadn't been for them. Because it's going to take showing up. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take doing things that other people aren't doing. You know, say, oh, I'm young, I want to have fun. Yeah, you young now. You're not going to be young forever. Like, I remember watching the Coco Gauff story. You know, Coco Gauff, she grew up in South Florida. And her parents really believed in when she was young. And left their job, and had a good job, left his corporate job to train her. And you know, he believed in her. And saw something that she could do, knew that she could do it. But she had to believe in herself first too. But she had to follow her dad's lead too, I guess, in a sense. But she had to follow his advice and practice the way he wanted her to practice to get what she got, what she is now. And so, you know, I said that to say that sometimes you have to not only rely on your spiritual father, but you have to he can open doors for you. When don't open doors for you, you got to move. You can't sit still. You can't sit still. So that God to open doors for you. You gotta. Whatever you don't know, might not know what direction you might not know what direction you want to go in, but you still have to move. Start moving, and then God will maneuver you into the way He wants you to go. But you got to start moving first. If you don't start moving first, you're gonna be stagnant, and wonder why you haven't gotten where you want to get. And don't focus on. This is me talking now. You can take it or leave it, but you know, don't focus on material aspect of everything, and don't focus on the Joneses either. Focus on what God wants you to do. Your gifts and talents aren't everybody's gifts and talents. Whatever your gifts and talent is not mine. It's not anyone else's. You have to know what your talent is, and you have to be willing to share that. And sharing will give you your blessing. Impacting others and being a blessing to others is how you get your blessings. And I ain't talking about financial either. I'm talking about your blessings. It could be financial, it could be whatever, but I'm talking about blessings. Blessings. So get your blessing. Get your blessing. Be willing to get your blessing. How you doing? So yeah, I'm starting to heat up now. It's starting to get a little hot now. Starting to heat up a little bit. So starting to heat up a little bit. So, but yeah. It's not a bad walk though. I've been walking 30 minutes. I don't know how close or how far I am to the finish line. But I've been walking. What is it? Like 38 minutes. And I don't see. Oh yeah, I do. I don't know. We close. We're close. You're not too far. Not too far. I initially said that it'll take me about 2 hours to do this walk, but I think it'll take a little less than that. It ain't take me no 2 hours to walk it. It take me less than 2 hours. Less than 2 hours, about an hour and a half maybe. Looking engaging, because I can see the bridge. When I go over the bridge, and cars are right there. So depends on where I turn off to go to the bridge at. I know how long it's gonna take. But yeah, get your we gonna get more than we don't probably get our hour 50 minutes of walking in today. Maybe. At least you know we already got 30 minutes in. You know that. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. On this Memorial Day. Like I said, I started my video by thanking all the vets. The ones that are here, the ones that we lost. And comment, thank God, thank you for your service. You know. And my family members, friends that serve the military. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you. Not only did you serve your country, but you serve your family as well. Many of you, you know, change your family's dynamic, change your family's life. And so, how you doing? But yeah, So, you know, it's a great thing. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So, here's the bridge. Coming up to the bridge. So, go this way. Yeah, this right here. Because I never actually walked this walk before. But I see the thing turning around and go over and go around. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, because I guess it goes all the way. It goes further around. It goes further down rather. But let's go this way. I don't know. I know that way goes all the way down to the road, and it's not no sidewalk or anything right there. So we're gonna turn in here and go around this way and see where it goes. So yeah, this is a pretty big part, pretty huge part. But too far now to turn around and go back the other way. So better off, like I said, better off going forward now than to say I want to go back, because too far. So yeah, they got little porta potties too in case you walking out here and tell you don't swim, hazardous conditions. They let you know off rip, off top. Don't do no swimming out here. They'll get you. Gators will get you. So where is it? Oh, that is right there. She can go either way, I guess. Trying to see. See, now I'm lost, see. Oh, so, okay, so yeah, I see. All right. So yeah, I was right. This part, you just walk around and walk back out. So we gotta walk back out. Dang. So yeah, I was right. Okay. Dang it, man. All right. No problem. You think about it. Sometimes you say, dang, what did I get myself into? What I get myself into? You know, that's how you think. That's how you look at that. What I get myself into, folks? What I get myself into? Yeah. Keep on pressing on. Keep pressing. So yeah, we and they got a campgrounds too where you can camp. You can camp and, you know, like I said, fish. If you want you like to fish, you get fish and everything else. So it's good. It's a good little place, good little spot. You know, traveling from out of town, and you got a camper, and you want to do some camping. It was good. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a blessed day so far. So let's see what time it is. See where we at with the time. Down at 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock right now. Dang. So yeah, I'm gonna keep pressing. We got enough juice. Y'all got enough juice. I want my phone to go dead. If it goes dead, that's fine too, because I've been live for a little bit. I've been live for a minute now, so that's cool too. And you've seen most of it, but you ain't seen all of it. Still, like, I got all that, about the camping grounds, all that to walk. So, like I said, you know, sometimes you open your mouth. You can open your mouth, and I saw it, and I'm like, oh, dang, it looked big, but once you start moving, hey, good morning. But I can always say, if you got something to say it plain. Otherwise, YouTube gonna block it. I love your comments, regardless of what you got to say. You can't hurt my feelings. So just say it plain. That way YouTube won't block it, and that way I can respond to it. Otherwise, I won't better respond to it. And I love to respond. I love to respond. I can respond to anything you say. And you can't hurt my feelings. So just say it plain. Say it plain. I love trolls as well. Trolls are good too. Trolls are good. Regardless, trolls are great. So I welcome everybody to my channel, because sometimes, how you doing? Good morning. Sometimes, comments that show where the world is at, where this country is at, depending on where you live at. And it shows, that's all it does. Some people are still ignorant. The world hasn't changed very much. Hey, no problem, no worries. No worries. It's all good. It's all good. Like I say, I appreciate all the comments. All the comments. Good, bad, ugly. I welcome them all. Nothing under the sun here. I've been on this earth for a minute. And so I heard a lot of stuff. I've been called a lot of stuff. Been talked about. Been called names. Been experienced everything. A lot. So nothing you say that hurt my feelings. Words are just that. Words, but we live in a society now that, with words, people get offended by words. Like, words, and people by words back in the day, as long as people didn't put their hands on you or hit you, nothing like that. Words, we cracked on mamas, talk about each other. It was just that way. But people are thin-skinned now, a lot thin-skinned than they were when I was coming up. And I understand, different things, different aspects of mental health, and I appreciate that too. But at the same time, it's a little different. You can learn from the era before you, and still be firm and implement discipline in your family. That's what I think. So that's the way I see it. But and some of the discipline was too much. I think maybe some parents went a little too far with their methods of spanking, but that's what they were used to, and that was wrong too. That's a different thing. The slave mindset. Push your kids a certain way, but that's what they were taught throughout generations. That's what they were taught. I'm talking about, speaking of African American culture. That's what they were taught, and So the worst thing you could do to a child now, even then, when I was what you call it, is take the game, put them out, let them go outside. You want to hurt your child now? Send them outside. Take the game away. You ain't got to spank them now. Tell them to go outside for a little bit. Go outside for an hour and play. You ain't got to. You know punishment. Just go outside and play for a little bit. You take the game away for a while. Take the phone away for a while, and that'll be enough. You ain't got to spank. that would in itself drive a child in this day and era mad. So, spanking is obsolete. You ain't got to spank no more. Take them games away. Send them outside. If they want to play, let them sit outside somewhere where you ain't got no shade for a little bit, 30 minutes to an hour. And I'll take them walking. They can walk around a little thing for a while. And that'll be everything. That'll be everything. I'm having fun, folks. You gotta learn to smile, learn to laugh, because everybody got troubles. I got troubles. I got worries. I got problems. But I look at it like somebody got it worse than I got it. Somebody got it worse than I got it. I thank for what God gave me, what God didn't give me, because somebody got it worse than I had it. I thank God for what I do have. And then if I show up, continue to thank Him for what I don't have, then the little things that I do want, He's gonna provide. And it might not be in the time that I want it, the time manner that I want it, or the time manner that I think I need it, but it'll come. So it's okay. Laugh, smile, encourage, share. we coming up on the end, not the end, we're coming up on the main street where I gotta turn off and go down. So making a little bit of progress, I guess. Making a little bit of progress. It's only been what 45 minutes. Only been 45 minutes. I say only is a short amount of time, but only is a lot. I mean, 45 minutes is a lot. Continuous walking, continuous stepping, but step by step, moment by moment, we'll get there. Get there. And feel that breeze, feel that nice wind. See, feels really good. Really, the sun was out. It was kind of like baking for a second. Now I get a nice little cool breeze. Nice little cool breeze to help us on our walk. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And we love it. We thank God for it. I always say you can't have rain. You gotta have, you're gonna have some rain, you're gonna have some sun, you're gonna have some dark days, some dark moments, some dark clouds. But sun will come out eventually. Sun will come out eventually. And Michael Jackson, the movie. I was thinking about that. I woke up thinking about that this morning. And I don't know if any of you seen it yet. I don't know if any of you seen it already, but I'm hearing good things about it. I actually woke up thinking about it this morning. Kind of weird. But you gotta love Mike. And Mike, I said this a couple of days ago. What Mike has done with his music is created residual income for not only his family, but for his offspring, for his kids. Well, that's family, but you know what I mean. For people that are closest to him, whoever handles his estate, you know, a nice little. And the great thing about the movie is that there's a nephew playing the part of him. That's even more special than the movie itself. And I'm sure that caused a little rift in the family too. Like, why he get to play Mike and I can't play Mike. you know what I'm saying? I want to play Mike, but I can't play Mike. I was thinking, why he's special? Why he's so special that he can play Mike and I can't play Mike? You know, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Sometimes, most parts, when the enemy comes to destroy you, to harm you, or hurt you, it don't be people from the outside. It always be somebody closest to you that know you. They try to sabotage what God's trying to do for you. They try to give you bad energy. It's always like that. And I remember Boosie saying that he don't really go to his hometown anymore because people always come home and try to help people from their hometown, and they end up getting killed, hurt in the city where they're from. So you know, sometimes when you start blessing you, sometimes you gotta like love people from a distance. Because even though people say they love you or they care about you, they'll try to sabotage what God is doing for you. For whatever reason it is. Cain killed Abel. And I always say that anybody can do anything if they decide that that's something they want to do and continue to focus on it. Don't let people, situations, circumstances derail where you're trying to go. People can laugh, people can mock. That's one thing the minister said too the other day. He said, you know, when he told people what he was gonna do, they laughed at him, they mocked him rather. And you know, now he's being blessing to people. Sometimes, in order to be a blessing to other people, you have to go against the grain. You have to go against the grain. You can always, well, you can be a blessing to people in various ways. But as far as like letting God lead you and stepping out on faith, it's a whole different thing. Most of us, including myself, rely on shelter, rely on what's safe. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the thing about it is that It's so much more. It's so much more than what you're doing. You know, if you let God lead you, and you focus on that, ain't no telling where you can go. And it's hard for us to do that. I'm gonna say us because I'm talking myself too first. So, but be willing to try. Be willing to try. Oh, so now we are on the stretch, a long stretch. And now we're on this long stretch of road. On this long stretch of road. So I don't know where the turnoff is to turn back into the park. This is the outskirts of the park we're walking at now. We're on the main road. So we shall see. Going over the bridge. Go over the bridge. It's been 45 minutes, or 50 minutes, been almost an hour. We've been walking. Almost an hour of walking. So that's good. I say you should do at least 150 minutes. I'm getting tired now. But you should do at least 150 minutes in a day. So right now we at about an hour. And I don't know where I turn in at. See, that's where I want. All from back there, way back there. So, this is a nice park though. And you know what? You know what I thought about too? It's like, you know, in a plane, right? You're going somewhere. No matter whatever state you're going to, whatever country you're going to, you're flying in the plane. But it's better to travel. I like traveling in a car. Like going to different states, especially in the U.S., going to different states and seeing the different changes, different cities, different states. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And the people, if you never go anywhere, you would think that the people and life is the same where you are. And that's far from the truth. People in this area where I'm at now, you know, for some reason people don't want to speak, but you know, early in the morning people exercise is different, like a little club. But on the opposite of that, in this area right here, where I'm at, people they'll run you over, they'll knock you over in the stores, they'll skip you in line. It's just mean, right? I'm gonna say mean. But if you go further south, people tend to be like, you know, more humble, you know, more caring, more appreciative. They look out for one another. It's like a different vibe. Even when you go to the south, people are. We were talking about funerals. You know, say in the South, when somebody passes and it's a funeral going on, traffic stops on both sides of the street and waits. And they wait until the funeral is over before they proceed. Here, people run you over, even if it's a funeral. They don't care. They're running people in the funeral over. It's crazy. It's crazy. So I can't go that way. It's a little airport right there, so I can't go in that way. So, see, I just talked about that. See that? He waited to get right up on me to hit his bell. Now, I see stuff like that. If he had ran into me, would have been a problem. But thank God he didn't. Because anyway, we can speak on that. But anyway, yeah, you know, people just, like I say, they're running you over. They don't care. You know, no respect. But it's all good. Thank God for it anyway. Thank God he didn't run me over because he could have. So, thank God for it. But yeah, been about almost an hour. And there's the airport here. I see the airport right there. So I said about 2 hours. So I may be right. maybe about 2 hours of walking, 2 hours of talking, and you better ask some questions, respond to, but whatever, But we're gonna walk in, get your steps in. Pretty much what I can say. Get your steps in. How you doing? What's up? What's up? Get your steps in, and make sure you bring some water. Stay hydrated. I haven't sipped in your mind yet, but I'm going to in a little bit. I'm trying to get like at least part of the way. Just so I can make it off because I'm really kind of thirsty. Firefighters in there, they got a little gym. You're working out in there. That's a good thing. So yeah. So I'm going to school. Oh, this is the airport. Still at the airport. See the water, see the lake. Actually, back there's a couple of fish on the ground. People they had caught fish, and I guess they didn't want them, so they left them on the ground. So, but I don't think I would eat no fish out of this lake anyway. Fish, but I don't think I would eat the fish out of this lake. I know it it's connected to another lake, so because it has gators in there, so it's got to be connected to another lake. So it might be all right. Eat the fish. So it's hot. Yeah, it's hot. Even though that little breeze came through for a second, it's hot. It's hot. But yeah. Sometimes when you set yourself up, say something. You gotta try to follow through with it. And once you get to say, dang, that's easy. That's easy. I can do that. And then once you get started with it, and realize it's not so easy. You can't stop and quit. Oh no, it's too late then. You got to go ahead and try to finish. It's never how you start a race. Could have started earlier. But it's not too hot now. It's nice and breezy. The sun's out, but it's not too hot. But it's like, oh, I'm drenched with sweat. I'm sweating, but I'm still good. So, but yeah, we gotta finish. And we coming up almost. I think where you turn in at. I'm not really sure. But we're gonna see in a second if I can turn in here now. I think I gotta actually pass the airport before I can turn in. My goodness. Walking. But yeah, just walking. So hope everyone had a just a recap. Hope everyone was having a great Memorial Day. Hope you attended the service yesterday. If you didn't, if you don't have a church home, you can check out Hope Church of Christ on Facebook. Here on YouTube, they have 2 services. One at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and one at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. They also have RIM Wednesdays on the same channel, Facebook, YouTube, every Wednesday at 7:30. You check them out. Check that out too as well. And they also have this is pretty much subscribe. Go to Facebook and subscribe to the Facebook channel, and also go to their YouTube channel and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Anytime they have something going on with the church, you can get notified from that. Instead of be going through and trying to share with all the things that they have, just subscribe to their channel. Now you get notified, and you check them out. Get the service. Like great service, great message. But anytime you pray for something, and you inside of service, or you get a message from somebody, and it's confirmation to you. Thank God for the messenger. But remember what the source is, where the source comes from, where your blessings come from. Your blessings and the source is God. So when you know that, you know everything. So a lot of times, you got up into the messenger instead of knowing where the source comes from. The source is God. And if you've been praying for something, and you hear something that touches your spirit, that's God letting you know you're on the right track. It's God letting you know you're on the right track. So thank God for the messenger, but know what the source is, where the source comes from. And know that prayer and spending time with God can change things for you, change things in your life. It can change you. It can change circumstances around you. You can change it all. And don't be, when people start falling off, know that's a blessing for you. Anytime you feel like you cool, you start getting left to God, things gonna get worse for you. The closer you get to God, the worse things gonna get for you. Whether it's in your family, whether it's at your job, things will get worse for you. So if things are great for you, and you say you're serving God, then I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. Because you get blessings, but life gets harder. The closer you get to God, the harder life gets. More people try you. It's like you don't want to mess nobody up. But all right, I hear you. Thank you. But yeah, the harder, the closer you get to God, the harder things get for you. People try you, and you don't want to do nothing crazy. But because you get to a certain place in your life, that don't mean that person that you were back then is not in you. You know what I'm saying? You make sure you try to do better. You try to do better, but it's still in you. You still can mess somebody up behind trying to mess with you. Well, I'm joking and I'm laughing, but it's serious. The closer you get to God, the more things happen, and that's the way it seems. And I know that trouble don't last. Y'all want me to start singing, but I could hit a couple notes for you. Let me drink some water real quick. Let me drink a little water real quick and hit a couple notes for y'all, because we're almost at the finish line now, so we can start singing a little bit, get a little joy, give God a little joy, a little testimony through song. Oh. Oh Lord. Well, we know that's not a big deal, right? You know why? It's gonna dry. It's gonna dry. But anyway, I was saying trouble don't last, right? So that's a song. So the guy say, trouble don't last. You know the words, sing along with me, right? You know the words, sing along with me. Trouble don't last. Trouble don't last always. I'm so glad. Hey. Trouble don't last always. Don't last always. I'm so glad. And I'm so glad. Yes, I am. Now I'm gonna write it, not a singer now. Trouble don't last always. He may not come when you want him, but he's on time. In times of trouble, I found him to be a friend of mine. Trouble don't last. So yeah, trouble don't last. Trouble don't last. But just be thankful. Just be thankful. Just be thankful. I said one time, people in the back that didn't hear me. People in the back, in the far back, in the far rows, and in the cheap seats. Trouble don't last. Thank God for where you at. Thank God for where you at. And know that step by step, your blessings gonna come. Step by step. keep focused on Him. Focus on God and let Him lead you. Let Him lead you. Don't lead to your own understanding. If we do that, I said we do that. I do things on our own and I rely on God to lead us. And that's how we fail. And ain't nothing wrong with failing. Nothing wrong with failing. Because everybody learn from their mistakes. But if you focus on your spiritual father, what he has for you, and have him lead you, your mistakes will be minute. Even if they are, to the point, if he leading you, then he ain't gonna let you fall. He ain't gonna let you fall too hard or fail too hard. But even if you fail, it's for a reason. It's a lesson behind why you fail. It could be to be a blessing to someone else. You never know. We don't know what God's plan is. We don't know why God do certain things. All we know is that if it's in His plan for it to happen, it's gonna happen. So be thankful, be grateful, and appreciate where you are. And a lot of times, I'm speaking to myself too, a lot of times you don't even realize it, but substance abuse comes from pain, comes from hurt, comes from depression. You might be thinking about something that you can't let go, and you go to alcohol. Alcohol is my thing. Alcohol, weed, dope, drugs, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So, and you don't realize that. You don't realize that until you got a breaking point and you got to spend some money. You got a situation like 2003. I'm gonna share this with y'all. And I was doing well. And I ended up getting a DUI down in Dade County, Miami. And looking back now, I'm like, dang, recklessness. Why was I reckless? Money, different things, hurt, pain, all kind of stuff. So sometimes it's good, I ain't gonna say go see a therapist, but sometimes it's good to talk things out, talk to somebody you can confide in, and share the whole things in. We're taught as men to hold things in and be tough, be strong. Sometimes as a man, you gotta let things go too. You gotta cry too. You'll be crying to the Lord. You know what I mean? And, that's just the way I see that. So yeah. But yeah, we are almost. We've been walking what, an hour and 8 minutes. See? An hour and 8 minutes. Dang. So I said 2 hours though. I said 2 hours. So if I said 2 hours, and we're not too far. We're almost there. So keep pressing, keep walking. Keep walking. Tell yourself you can. Say, Lord, it's far. My journey is long. Father, my journey is long. But with your help, I'm tired, Lord. I'm tired of the hurt. I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of the lack. But I'm going to keep pressing on. Because I know with your help, with your grace, with your mercy, with your forgiveness, with your love, I'll make it, Lord. Because I got you. I'm depending on you to help me make it. Help me make it through. I'm in a storm. Talked about it yesterday too, on the ship. I'm in a storm. They said they were scared. In a storm, like the song said, like a ship that's tossed and driven, battered by an angry sea. So they were in a storm, and the boat was rocking, and they were scared. Say Jesus stepped in, and the waters were calm. Jesus stepped in, and the waters were calm. So even though you're in the midst of your storm, and you feel like you can't make it, the waves are rocking, the wind is around the corner. You just got to keep walking. The blessings around the corner. You just got to go up. You keep pressing. Keep telling God thank you. In the midst of it all. Through it all. In the midst of it all. Keep walking. Keep telling God thank you. Keep showing up for yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Don't let your friends doubt you. Don't let your friends fill your head with garbage, telling you you can't, telling you you're foolish, telling you it's a bad idea. No, you keep going. You keep going. You rely. You let God lead you, and let the foolishness, and let the fools say what they want to say. I ain't gonna call them fools, but let people who doubt you, people that don't want to encourage you, because as soon as you do something out of the norm, people say you crazy for trying it. People say you foolish for trying it. And they laugh and they mock you. But there ain't nothing new under the sun. There ain't nothing new. People been doing that. So you just gotta have faith and believe in yourself and know who your spiritual father is. And like I said earlier this morning, that you can have clout in the physical form and know I come from a certain family and know what that family is. But one of the greatest things I can say about my family, I come from a spiritual family. I come from a family that loves God. And so knowing that, I know where my blessings come from. Knowing that, I know that regardless of where I am in my life, I'm gonna bounce back because God is in my corner. And I got angels up high. You see, people always say, I'm sorry for your loss. No, I'm glad for what I gained. I'm glad for what I gained. Because when you die in the spiritual, you know you got some angels on your side. They look at you and go to God and say, hey, I know that's Gunstep down there. I know you're kind of reckless. He ain't kind of reckless. But Lord, I done prayed, and I done served. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Give him some grace. Give him some mercy. And I know he's gonna be all right. And so that's the way I look at it. And I could be wrong, but I could be right. So it's a coin flip. And I believe in my heart that I'm right. That foundation, the people that believe in my family, the spiritual foundation that have laid for me, lets me know that if I continue to serve God, now I'm already adding to the blessing that I already got. And I'm not saying we don't miss people, and we stay we're here, but at the same time, you know, you got a deck stacked. Like you play cards, people stack decks back in the day. They stack decks on you, play spades. You got to stack the deck, get all the spades. But but I know that the deck is stacked for me when it comes to the spiritual sense. So I thank God for that. Thank God for the spiritual family that I have, that I come from, on both sides. Both sides. And I should have stood up with my grandma. Both grandmas, like they didn't want you to play the loud music in the house. They didn't want you to watch certain TV shows in the house. Football season. My mom's mom. Football season. Couldn't watch the games. She got through watching all the episodes of Creflo Dollar and Benny Hinn and Oral Roberts and all the other old time preachers, old time ministers. She watched those after coming from church. I'm like, Grandma, didn't you have no church already? but I know now that she was worshiping and praising and thanking God. Because baby, she didn't say what was going on. She didn't say she was having a hard time. She didn't say none of that. She went to her prayer closet and talked to God about what she was going through. And so when you do that, everything will be all right. And I can't understand how, well, you know, people back then, as far as like homes, they did better back then financially than we're doing now today. Homes and houses and stuff, and barely made it by. But houses were a lot cheaper back then. But at the same time, you know, they ain't making much back then either. So, but thank God for it anyway. Thank God for the blessings on both sides of my family. Thank God for the spiritual blessings and the spiritual foundation that's been laid. So, and I share that to share that if you don't come from a spiritual family, then you start. You start. You be the light. You be the light in the darkness of your family. You be the light to share the goodness of what God can do for you. And I'm not even talking about, I ain't talking about in the financial sense. I'm talking about as far as you being a blessing to other people. Now, you can be a blessing to other people without financially being like we live in a capitalist society. I said that before, but it not just have to be monetary gain for you to be a blessing to other people. And so, we almost to the finish line, y'all. We almost there. We almost there. We're almost there. Almost there, I guess. I'm guessing. I'm by the hospital, see all the trees. See all the trees. You know, I've been walking this road at night. But when the buses start running, you know. Man, you know what's funny though? You know what I realized too? And I was thinking, you know, I said last year, the whole, like, my course of my last year was like up and down, high and low. And I finished off the year like saying, dang. But this year, I just know that, you know, spiritually, I'm in a better place. And I'm happy with that, regardless of what happens. You realize that God's in your corner. You know, God's in your corner. Nothing else really matters. You could be unhappy. They said it yesterday too. Unhappy. You realize why you're so unhappy because monetary gain, and having money, and having somebody, don't make you. You're not gonna be happy. But once you get God in your corner and you focus on God, then you tend to have a happiness that you didn't have before. That's the way I look at it. That's the way I see it. Maybe you don't. Depends on where you're at spiritually. You know, you have a happiness that you didn't have before, and you just know that regardless of what, nothing is a big deal. Pretty much, nothing is a big deal. You know, whatever happens, God will cover you. Times are rough right now, and they may get better. Odds are they're gonna get worse, but does that matter? No. What matters is being a gift and being a blessing to someone else. That's what matters to me. That's where I'm at. Being a blessing to someone else. And leaving here. See, I know I heard something, but they didn't ring the bell. I know I heard something though. But see, people ring the bell sometimes they don't. But being a blessing to others is really important to me personally, because I know how bad it can get. I know what it's like to not have, to try to find a job and can't. I know what it's like to be in the streets and need a mat, and don't have one. And so, you know, I appreciate life as it comes, and know that regardless of where you at, God still loves you. God still gives you grace. God still gives you mercy. So get your 150 minutes in a day. Get them in. We almost there. We at 100. Not 100, but we at an hour and 19 minutes. I said this walk would take 2 hours. And I saw how big the park was. I saw how big it was, but I just decided to do it anyway. But you know, it is what it is. You know. But happy Memorial Day, folks. Happy Memorial Day. You know, like I said, I'm used to barbecue chicken, some mashed potatoes, and that'll be that. But I couldn't come on here and say everything else. And you know, that's my thing too. I can't come on here and share about food, about cooking, and not share the most important thing about God and His grace and His mercy. I couldn't do it. I'm not going to do it. So if you have a problem, an issue with that, then you probably should unsubscribe or don't subscribe at all, because I'm not going to stop. So as long as God has felt breath in my body, I'm going to share His goodness. I'm going to share His grace. I'm going to share His mercy with other people, whether it be in the streets, when I'm at home, you're all alone. No matter where you may go. So, yeah. I like that song. That's a good song too. But matter of fact, since we're on the verge of finishing this walk, let's go ahead and sing a couple tracks from the Memorial Day military vet that's gone. Sing one of his favorite songs. Sing a little bit of that. And if you know the words, sing along with me. Cause I talked about the ocean and being in the ship, and so sing a little bit of the song with me if you know the words to it. Like a ship that's tossed and driven, battered by an angry sea. And when the storms of life are raging and the fury falls on me, I wonder, what have I done to make this race so hard to run? Then I say to my soul, take courage, the Lord will make a way somehow. Oh, the Lord will make a way somehow. When beneath the cross I bow, He will take away your burdens. Let Him have your burdens now. Hey, and when the load bear down so heavy. So yeah, when the load bear down so heavy, sometimes things get heavy for you. They can get real heavy, and you don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know how you're gonna get through. You know, it's like if you put something on your back, like let's say I'm walking, right, and I get some weights, and I put them on my back, and I carry it. So at some point, I'm gonna get to a place where I'm gonna be like, I can't make it no more. I don't know how I'm gonna make it, boy. This weight, this burden, this life, it's getting too hard for me. How am I gonna get through, Lord? You know, this and that. I get this, I get that, and I lose this, I lose that. What I'm gonna do? Burden is getting heavy for me. You don't know how you're gonna make it. But the song say, the Lord make a way somehow. When beneath the cross you bow, He will take away your burdens. Just let Him have your burdens now. And when the load bear down so heavy, that's when you go to God. Not when it's good. But what God is showing you is that you can't do it on your own. You can't do it on your own. You trying. Yeah, you trying. It's good for you to try. I'm glad for your son. I'm glad for your daughter. I love you. But without me, I'm your source. God is your source. And so when you lean onto your own understanding and say, oh, I can do it on my own, that's when you run into problems. That's when situations happen. and then you wonder what's going on with you. Like one of the terms that people say all the time is, what up with you? Be like, what up with you? You don't know what up with you. What's going on? What up though? You know what I mean? Be like, what up though? Like, what's happening? You know, I know what's going on in my life. Like, you know, I thought I was doing everything right, but this load is getting heavy. This load is getting heavy for me, and I don't know how I'm gonna make it. You know, got a good job. I got a good job, but things still piling up, still racking up, like the rack room. Like you trying to get a bunch of shoes, and you can't fit them. You got all these shoes, and you lose a pair. Got another pair. That pair can't fit. Something happened, but the load gets heavy. That load gets heavy for us all. But when that load gets heavy, give your burden to the Lord. And that's the Lord that helps us out. We can't do it on our own. Can't do it on our own. So I love that song. I love that song. Shout out to the vets. I said that earlier today. Shout out to the vets. We're gonna go down that way. I'm gonna cross the fence real quick and see. Go over this way. Like I said, I walked it, but I didn't walk it. I mean, I rode around it. I know you go all the way up. When you're driving, you go all the way down and you go all the way around. But when you're walking, I don't know. It's different ball game. So we're gonna walk and see. We're gonna walk and figure this thing out. Either way, we're gonna ask a ranger around. How do I walk and get to the main entrance? He'll let me know. The ranger let me know. Let me ask the ranger real quick. The park ranger. Oh, he went that way. Let me ask him. Real quick. You gotta come around this way. If you're going that way, I don't know. We'll see. They're gonna hit me over. It's actually, they got a lot of people going on. It's nice. Got a picnic set up. Family, the queue, the barbecue. I don't smell no queue yet though. But I see the family getting ready to get it in. So yeah. You know, and another thing too, people say, oh, it's a holiday, and tell these young kids why we celebrate Memorial Day. What's the reason why they out of school and everything else? So they don't know. Some of them don't even know why we celebrate Memorial Day. So let them know. Tell them. Excuse me, sir. How do I get to the main entrance when I'm walking from here? Like right in the front on Lake Worth Road.
What exactly are you looking for?
The entrance on Lake Worth Road right there.
Yeah.
On what is it? OB what is it called?
Okay. We have an Osborne.
Osborne.
Okay, that's right off Lake Worth Road.
Right.
So if you go back out to Congress, go down Lake Worth Road, we have two entrances.
Oh, I can't walk it from here?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a walk.
Yeah, it's okay.
You can do it. Yeah, just follow that road over there.
Uh-huh.
The road, and we'll just keep following it around, and it will bring you to you.
Okay.
Probably back there.
Okay, all right, thank you. So yeah, see, I guess y'all heard that. So, say follow the main road, follow the other big road, follow. I guess I could have known that, follow this. I kept walking, probably would have figured that out myself, but better to ask. Instead of keep walking, even though, like, when I probably started fresh, I ain't fresh no more. I'm tired now, so I'm ready to get like, the quicker I get done, the quicker I can sit down. So I'm tired. I ain't got no time to be trying to walk and fix things out. I need to know right now, RAT. But yeah, so y'all know where I'm at. You're listening, but you can tell what park is at John Pence Park, since they already said it. I already said the address and everything. So I'm at John Pence Park in Lake Worth, Florida. So this is the park I'm at. So we don't fear any man, anyone. So, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. Let me see. So he said follow this street. See the street I'm on now? He said just follow it around. This is a bit of a walk. This is a bit of a hike. What's a small thing to a giant? I like that phrase. Small thing to a giant. Like, you know, you worry about things, small things, and you realize when you get through it, whatever you're going through, you realize it wasn't that big of a deal at all. You thought it was big. You thought it was a major issue, but now that you're through it, you be like, dang, that's what I was worried about. That's what I was worried about. This would have had my you know, things I was so afraid of, things I feel like I couldn't accomplish. This is what I was worried about. It was hard. It was hard going through it, but I made it. I made it. And it was the journey. The journey is, for me, that's the way I look at the journey is everything. Because once you have success, anything, because of what it is, the journey is everything. And once you get it, it's like, oh, you appreciate it and you value it. But most important thing you appreciate is the journey. The journey. Step, whatever it took to get you wherever you at, or wherever you're trying to go. The journey is everything. So appreciate your journey. That's what I said to say that. Whatever course you're on, whatever you're trying to do in your life, don't worry about it. Embrace it. Encourage the hurdles, you know. Encourage the bumps in the road. And when you're done, you look back and say, you know, it wasn't so bad. At the time, I felt like it was everything, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't accomplish it. I couldn't succeed. But now that you made it, you realize that wasn't that much of a big deal. It wasn't all that. It wasn't all that. You know, it's a small thing to a giant. Small thing to a giant. And we all are giants. We all are God's creatures, God's children. So if God is our source and we are his children, then why are we fretting about certain things? Why are we fretting? Why are we worried about the things of this world? About the issues of this world? About what happens in this world? Why are we worried about that? If God is our source of power. God is our power. God is all things. And if God is all things, and he's our spiritual father, then why are we worried? Why are we worried about Agent Orange? About everything else, regardless of who's in office. I said that, but I'm saying regardless of who's in office, or who's president, or what bills being passed, God is our source. That's what I'm saying. God is our source. No matter who's in office, no matter what's going on, what laws being passed, it affects us. But at the same time, our spiritual father has the last say so. And we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Like Prime Time. I love Prime Time. I love Deion Sanders. And one thing he said, and he just a man, but he said all the Sanders gonna be all right. Regards to football, regards to anything, his kid's gonna be all right. And so I said that to say, your spiritual father feel the same way about us. If regardless of what goes on in this world, God's children are gonna be all right. God's people are gonna be all right. So why you worry? Why you fret? Why you fret? Why you fret? I know people say, why you fret? Why you worry? Don't worry. God got this. God got this. And so God got us. So keep put that in your mental Rolodex. And when times get hard, don't get upset. Don't get sad. Get mean. Get mean. And say, Lord, I'm embracing the road you put me on. I'm embracing the road you put me on. I don't know why you put me on this road. I don't know why you got me going through what I'm going through. But I'm ready. I'm ready. So get ready. Stay ready. If you stay ready, be ready to stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. That's how you fight off. Stay putting the word in you. Hearing. Get the word in you. Feed your spirit. That's what I'm saying. Feed your spirit. Feed your spirit daily. The more you feed it, the more power you get. The more you anchor down, the more you're able to deal with whatever the world throws at you. So, and get you walking in. We've been walking for, how long we been walking? An hour and 30 minutes. It don't seem like it's been that long, but it has. But I can feel it. I can't say that I don't feel it, because I do. But at the same time, you know, set out to do something. Set out to do something. Open your big mouth, big fat mouth. Open my big fat mouth, and open my big fat mouth, and here I am. Here I am, walking this walk. An hour and 36 minutes of walking. So, geez. Never again, never again. But no, I'm just kidding. You know, that's from Castaway. But you got Tom Hanks. Great movie. Tom Hanks is a great actor. Gotta salute Tom Hanks. And you know, one of my, no, I ain't gonna say he's one of my all-time favorites, but he's a great actor. He's not one of my all-time favorites. And I give you my favorite list though. I give you my list. Y'all want my list? My favorite actors. I'm gonna start with Sidney Poitier, number one. But I ain't gonna no specific order. No specific order. Sidney Poitier. Sidney Poitier. Paul Newman, Denzel, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Charlton Heston, who I'm leaving out, Dustin Hoffman, Eddie Murphy. Can't need Eddie Murphy. I was talking Eddie Murphy yesterday. Eddie Murphy, Martin. Well, I ain't gonna put Martin on the list. Martin's all right. Martin's funny, but he's not one of my all-time favorites. I commend him for his show and everything, but he's not one of my all-time favorites. I can't really say that about Martin. Martin's good, but no. But yeah, Paul Newman. The name Paul Newman. I like. If you never seen The Hustler, it's Paul Newman. It's a great movie. Great movie. Check it out. And so, with that being said, folks. Thank you for tuning in. I thank you for watching. We made it. See the parking lot all around. And I'm back to where I started at. And so let that be a point to you that no matter how far your journey looks, no matter how long it looks or how far it looks, if you keep walking or you keep moving and you put God as the foundation of what you're doing, nothing you can or can't do. The worst thing you can do is tell yourself you can't. If you tell yourself you can't, you're already lost. So with that being said, this ain't the end. It's not the end. What I'm talking about. Oh, you know what? I'm on the opposite side. Okay. So no, I'm not to the end. Never mind. Gotta keep pressing on. Dang. Yeah, we're not to the end yet. Dang, I'm thinking I'm coming to the parking lot. I'm not coming to the parking lot. But that sucks. I gotta go back over the bridge. I came over the bridge. I haven't gone back over the bridge again. Dang. So got happy for nothing. So I'll save my little spiel until we actually get to the end. We're not there yet. Dang. So yeah. Wowzers. That's kind of good morning. That's kind of disheartening. It's kind of disheartening in a sense. And that happens sometimes too. You feel like you accomplish, then another pitfall happens, another hurdle comes, and you realize you're not where things ain't happening the way you want it to happen. So you got to keep pressing. So we got to keep pressing. You know, got to hurt another hurdle. I thought that was the end. Obviously, it's not. So I should have known that because I got to know that I went over the bridge, but some kind of way I thought that I didn't go back over the bridge. But anyhow, we're gonna keep pressing on, keep moving forward. And I said 2 hours. We're right at 2 hours, hour and 42 minutes of walking, of brisk walking. So we are definitely got ourselves in the day. Ain't no smoke, ain't no cap behind that. It's fast. You can see an hour. What is this? An hour and 42 minutes. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. All right. Where we at? Where we at? 10:53. Wowzers. 10:53. So yeah. Ooh-wee. What time I started? 9. Hey. Yeah. So yeah. Man. Never again, Billy. Never again. So this is where I came from. Came from that side. If you all remember. Came from that side. But how long you been with me? How long you been on the live? But let me do a recap and start over again for those that maybe tuning in, maybe recording a fast forward or whatever. Let me give you a recap of what's going on. There's Memorial Day. In the beginning of the video, took a moment of silence for all our all our vets, and also I want to share that say that every Tuesday we do Testimonial Tuesdays, because I know that I'm not the only person that God has been good too. So we come on live every Tuesday, which is tomorrow. How you doing? Which is tomorrow, and we share how good God has been to us. And if you want to share your testimony, you can email me at testimonytuesdays@gmail.com. testimonytuesdays@gmail.com, and we'll be sharing those mañana. That's tomorrow, and that's it. So you can see, I can see now. You see where I parked over there. So parked over there. So I go around this loop right here, around the loop, all around it, back to where I parked there, which it seemed like a very long way, a very long distance. But we're gonna do it anyway. We done came too far. Let's stop now. Came too far. I feel somewhat tired, but I come too far from where I started from. They told me that this journey won't be easy, but I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. One more time. The original verse. I don't feel no way tired. Come too far where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. How you doing? One more time. People in the back of their head. People in the back, way in the back in cheap seats. One more time. Let's sing one more time. I don't feel no way tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. I like that song, so I'm doing it one more time. Sing it with me, you know the words. You should know them by now. I don't feel no way tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. So yeah, ooh-wee. Oh boy. Some water. Take the top off, because I ain't gonna need no more after this. you doing? So yeah, whew. Sun's starting to come out now. It's starting to bake now. Baked chicken. Oh boy, baked chicken, baked chicken. Baked chicken sounds good. Grilled chicken sounds good. Fried chicken sounds good. Food at this point, food sounds good. Food sounds good. Period. After an hour, this stuff, hour and a half, hour. What is it? Hour and 46 minutes. Food. Period sounds good. And I saw early this morning. We saw a gator. You see the sign right there again. Another gator sign. The gators and all that brush right there. You never know what. You come here trying to fish. If you want to, you never know what to get you. Hop off and get you. So, you know, go over the bridge right here. Another bridge coming up. Turn the camera around so y'all can see the bridge. Go back over the bridge. And once we get over the bridge, we should be along the home stretch. I would say maybe. I'm not sure, but like I say, open your big mouth about this and that, this and that, that and this. Oh, that ain't nothing. You gotta love it. Sometimes you gotta laugh at yourself when you open your mouth. That's you don't know what you're talking about. Never even actually rode around and see how long it was walking. Especially not long in walking, not long in the car. Never rode around and see, but I figure me being a walker, often, that it wouldn't be that bad. And smile. Even in the midst of your troubles. Somebody has to go through. You're not happy with what you don't have outside. What you don't have. Not so comfortable, materialistic stuff. Not so comfortable from people. Not just from inside, in a connection with your spiritual father. And knowing who you are, knowing where you come from. And no matter what you have, some people are happy being on the streets in the living in the comfort of a house. And imagine that. You know, the reason why I know that is I talked to some that even though they can get the help. Say that, no matter what you have, what you don't. Joneses that we see them have. They want to keep up with the Joneses and be able to say, oh, I spent this, or I bought that for this and that for my child, or Christmas time, holidays, you come around. I was watching The Rooftop Man last night. I like to focus on it, but one of the thoughts I got was it was birthday. It was his daughter's birthday, and he couldn't give her a bike. And he got like a little thing where you put like a Lego set, you put it together, and he gave it to her, and said you can build anything with it. And one of the friends said, "Can you build a bike?" So he couldn't buy a bike because he didn't have a good job. He couldn't afford to get her a bike. So that's how he ended up starting. He became the Rooftop Man. He was able to get a bike. Then he got arrested. He locked him up. And he gave him like 45 years, something like that. They gave him a long time. He don't get out of jail until 2036. He get trying to escape. The point is, no matter materialistic things, don't even matter. If you can give your time, that's important too. Sometimes people don't appreciate that either. So you just gotta try to serve God. You just gotta try to serve God the best you can with your hand down, and don't lean into the streets, lean into robbing. And I've taken people that I know that have done stuff like that to rob and help people you care about. Because at the end of the day, your freedom and your time is more important. So ask God for your help. Ask God to give you happiness, give you peace, and I'll give you grace, give you mercy, and move forward with that. And that's the thing I say. So now we made it. We actually finished. I'm in the parking lot. The parking lot is there. So we made it, y'all. Made it through another day's journey. God kept me here, and I would say that I'm not tired, but I am. My arm even sore because I'm holding the phone. But I said I could do it. It took me right around 2 hours. I said about 2 hours. It took about 2 hours. It did. But my point is, of doing this walk this morning, the point is, put God as your foundation, and lean on Him, and don't focus on the journey. Just focus on showing up, step by step, continue to walk, continue to have faith, continue to move, and God will help you and guide you along your way. God will help you and guide you along your way. You may be in the midst of a storm. The waves may be rocking. You may be going hard. God steps in. The storm is calm. You have peace. You have grace. You have mercy. And you have a vision. And you know God on your side. Nothing you can't do. So that being said, y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. Tell somebody you love them. Never know when you're going to go. You never know when they're going to go. Kiss someone you love. They don't kiss them again. Also, kind word. That just goes a long way. Say some kind, do some kind. You'd be surprised by that kind word that kind of changes my life. I'm missing one to that, but the kind word kind of changed my life. So that being said, happy Memorial Day. Again, take a pause, a moment for our vets.